welcome. Oh. Welcome to Blackpool. Sorry, there's something in the way of the lens there. Oh, we've got one person in. Who's this one person we've got? One person watching. Why is that thing in the way there? Sorry, there's something in the way of the... Oh, well, now we've got 4 people. Well, I'm live in Blackpool. Hi to Andy Geno. Hi to Trains fan, Jenna's man, Karen Bonner. Oh, they're all coming in now. Hi to Michelle Humphreys, Sean Mackin, Jamie's Adventure Vlogs, Chris Hardy. I'll get the hellos in now before it gets hectic, because it might. Annette Jill, hi. Mac M42, calm before the storm, yeah? Steve Devy, Jackie Dixon, Paul Yeomans, Mike Lister, Jamie E, Matthew Payne, Jason B, Linda McFadden, Yates C 1976, Rob Tolley. I'm getting all the names in now while I've got a chance, because Paul Rogerson, got 123, what, Steve Nail, Rough here at Martinmere. Annette Alim, hi. Hi to Andy, hi to the mod, Sandra Scott, Harbour Tea Rooms, Kevin from Haydock. Hi to Sheila M, hi Sheila, Carl Walsh. So we're live in Blackpool. I've just decided to do this live stream for you. I thought I'd bring you a bit of the storm. Watching in Gran Canaria, says Mike Litster. Gareth and Workington, Gary Gray, Tony Cox. Oh, the messages are running now. Hi from Preston, KM the Vid. Oh, I can hear sirens, folks. It's kicking off in Blackpool already. It always seems to happen, doesn't it? Oh, we've got the sirens. Let me know if you can hear me, okay? Raining in Edinburgh all day. Well, we had a bit of rain here in Blackpool. Yeah, it's all kicking off. Loud and clear, thanks for that. I'm glad you can hear me. So it's quite breezy in Blackpool tonight, and if we look towards the tower this way, you can see we've got these lollipop things. I think they're called marram grass. Yeah, they're supposed to represent marram grass. Can you see how they're blowing that way? Because the wind is coming from the southwest. Veronica Harvey now moved to Fleetwood and loving it. Sorry, I'll just try and straighten this up for you. Yeah, so the lollipops are blowing towards the northwest, because the wind at the moment is coming out of the southeast, which is a little bit unique for Blackpool. We normally get the wind coming from the west. Started last half an hour, says Mouse Charger. Well, it's lighting up time here in Blackpool. The sun hasn't gone down yet. We've got 285 watching. Don't forget to hit the like button. Storm in a teacup. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right, you know. I don't think it's a massive, massive storm. Hi to John Foxall in Scotland. Hi to Sue Stringfellow. Julie McGarty, hi. This is how it looks in Blackpool. We've got the wind starting up now. It's not. I mean, they said it was going to gust to about 50 miles an hour. That doesn't seem too bad to me, you know. They've got a yellow weather warning, which, I don't know. This seems a little bit extreme to me. Hi to Joe from London, Beppo 1953. William Johnson, hi. Lewis Campbell. Dad got calendar, thanks. Lewis Campbell. Was looking for you last night, says Bella. I'm off to Blackpool next Thursday, says official Luke. Hi from Scotland. Portrait something, was it? George's Portraits. Paul and Julie, hi. So this is how it looks in Blackpool at the moment. Yeah, before Storm Agnes blows in, but I'll just show you out there. It looks quite dramatic out there, folks. Look at that. I can see rain coming down over there. There's definitely rain coming down. Hi to Annette Fishwick. We might have some rain over here as well, so I might need to duck and dive if it starts to rain. Hoping to move to Blackpool next year, says Where's Wolf? Werewolf. 327 watts, and that's pretty good, that. That is pretty good, folks. Normally we have the RNL hide-to-catch rule in the USA. Yeah, so we've got company here. Say hello. Say hello to Stephen Seagull. So hi to Shiny Chariot detailing. Yeah, so it is a little bit breezy, and I'll tell you something else as well. It's a warm wind that we've got tonight. Yeah, it's quite a warm wind. It's coming from the south, and yeah, but they are saying that it's going to gust to around about, I don't know, maybe up to 60 miles an hour. But to me, I don't know if it's going to be quite as bad as what they are anticipating. Maybe the Met Office are not taking it. They don't want to take any chances, and they're going to say that this storm is going to blow. It's going to cause damage or something like that. But according to what I've seen, it's not going to be too bad. I think they're overhyped the weather. Yeah, they probably do. Hi Lancashire, hi Life on the Ocean Wave. See who else we've got. You can tell it's a bit windy, can't you? It's blowing me around a bit, but it's not cold by any means. They want to avoid a Michael fish. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they want to avoid a Michael fish. They don't want a Michael fish anymore. Eastern North Carolina. Yeah, you get hurricanes in Carolina. Yeah, I'm from Scotland. Official Lucy, is it? Bradley Plays. Hi. Diane McKill in Glasgow. Hi. Welcome to Blackpool. A breezy Blackpool. Hold on to your hat. Yeah. Shane W, hello from Wales. Well, I think North Wales is supposed to get the worst of it. I've heard North Wales is supposed to get the worst, but we'll wait and see on that. Mark the Pondering Man, the woman from Winter just said it's going to be sunny. I hope you had enjoyed the pleasure beach. I did. Calm and mild in Barnsley. Hi from Burnley, says Anthony Page. No storm here in St Albans, bubbly Cadbury. Well, as you can see, it's lighting up time. It's lighting up time here in Blackpool. I'll just turn the camera back round so you can see. Look at that. The sun hasn't gone down yet, and I'm hoping, you never know, the sun might just poke out. The sun will be going down somewhere over there. You never know, folks. If the sun pokes out there through that cloud, we could be in for a spectacular sunset, I'm telling you now. Hi to Colin Blackshaw. I love the colours. We're here at Martin May, says Alan Aldbridge. Hi to Nigel. Yeah, those clouds out there, there's rain going on out there. Can you see that? There's rain coming. Hi to Darren Hodges. Is it Darren Hodges in Leyland? Ramsbottom, David Holt. 462 watching. We're live in Blackpool. We're looking out towards the Irish Sea. Sarah says there's now here in Castleford yet. Well, you never know, folks. We might get a sunset yet, and I think I'll be looking out for the sunset. So, you never know. It might just come out. It's forecast 120 mile an hour in Haitian. We missed something. Fire on Central Pier yesterday. Not that I heard of. Storm in Grimsby today. This is how the Central Pier looks. Well, we've almost got 500 people watching. Breeze down Newton Road, Blackpool. It's really stormy here in Scotland. Well, we're not getting blown all over the place in Blackpool, but I tell you what, those clouds out there do look pretty epic, don't they? Hi to Stephen Lenigan in Dewsbury. Hi to JBM's Travels. I do have a video for you later, by the way. I just did a drive around today, and just a bit of a warm up for the storm. I did a little video driving around some of the streets in the rain. So that'll come out later on, but I thought I was going to do a video tonight. I was going to do like a proper video, and I might do one yet, because I like to do storm videos. You know me, I like to chase the storms. But then I thought, you know what, I might just do a live stream. So that's what I'm doing now. So And you never know, we might just get the sunset. I mean, look at that out there. That looks pretty epic, actually. Yeah. Hi to Big Al in Chesterfield. What speed for windy? Well, we're looking at about 50s, 55, which to me doesn't seem too bad if you ask me. I'm surprised that they've got a warning for it. Hi to Laura Morelli in Workington. Lancashire says he's in Fleetwood. And he said it's £1 burger is still going, yeah, I think. Look at that big rain cloud out there. Shout out to the Viking Potter 36. You know, I can't read that, Mike, the Viking. I can't read all your message. I can't see it all. Happy birthday to his mum. Happy birthday to your mum, but I can't see the name. So this is how it looks from Blackpool at the moment. Sorry if it's a bit shaky, I'm just trying to... I'll get it right in a minute. Let's get you. Look at that there. What made you start a YouTube channel? Well, I started it during the lockdown. That's kind of what made me start it. I think that they're blowing over a bit more. The wind is getting up a bit as we go along. It doesn't look too bad at the moment. Gary Cronshaw. Right. It's supposed to be a bit worse later on. And the wind is coming from the southeast, because you see those things there, they're blowing towards the northwest. I think the wind is going to switch direction later on though. Hi Nigel. Why no light on the front? Well, the sun's behind a cloud at the moment. Hi to John Voisey. The illuminations are on now. Thanks, Sarah. Hi to Jeffrey Needham in Leicester. Hi to Stuart T in Newark. It's looking a bit cloudy over there. Here's a look at the Central Pier. It has that out of season feel about it at the moment. Yeah. Oh yeah, you okay? You know, I can see that. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go on the beach. Who wants to go and see the blowing sand on the beach? Type 1 if you want me to go on the beach and bring you the blowing sand. It looks absolutely awesome. Type 1. We've got 624 watching. Yeah, get a look at that, folks. The seed pods are blowing towards the north. They're blowing that way because the wind is coming from over there. So I'm going to go on the beach now, because I tell you something, I've just noticed that it's the big wheel lit up. It's not lit up tonight, no, I'm afraid. Yeah, so everyone's typing 1. Thanks very much, everyone. You're going to like this. This is pretty awesome, this. So it's fairly rare for the wind to blow towards the beach. So we'll just get a little look at that, shall we? Just check this out now. Check the sand. Look at this. Wowzers. Thanks, Darren Howell. Look at that, folks. Isn't that amazing? Wowzers. That is pretty epic, folks. Thanks, Steve Devey. Worth sacrificing last of the summer wine. No, the big one's not being extended, it's just a joke. Hi to Paul Cox. Independent Puppy, hi. Michael Billington, Ironbridge. Come and stream from here, he says. Hi, Elizabeth. Whoa, Hi to AJ, happy 25th anniversary to my wife. Paul McFarlane, hi. Paul and Diane in Scotland, hi. Look at this, folks. I'm keeping my back to the wind. Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? That would be a good picture, wouldn't it? There's a bit of rain coming down now, folks. That looks pretty epic though, doesn't it? Well, we've almost got 700 watching. Thanks very much to Julie. Thanks, Julie. Julie McGarty. Hi, Joy Maxfield. Hi, Tactician. Can I turn the other way? I'll turn the other way for a... Turning into it now. Whoa! Well, it seems to have stopped now. In fact, I think what's happening, folks, is we've got a little bit of rain coming down and it's just dampening the sand a little bit. So maybe that's just... hi to Mick Dundee. It does look pretty epic, this, doesn't it? Look at that. No storm in Loch Lomond, says Elizabeth Donnelly. Just heavy rain. Hi to Stephen Wilkins. Thanks, Julie. Well, it's something a bit different, folks. You've not seen this on the live stream before. Blowing sand across the beach. The ghosts are running down the beach, yeah. Brummie in the Highlands, hi. Thanks to Carol Ward. Get the tower in for a photo for the tower. Man and a drone UK. Nothing much in Warrington, slight breeze. Look at this. It does look pretty epic, and if I look this way, my goodness, I'll tell you what, that cloud out there looks apocalyptic. Thanks, Tom Bucock. Thanks to all the mods, by the way, and anyone that sent a super chat. Lawrence of Arabia, yeah. It does feel a bit like Lawrence of Arabia. This is absolutely epic, this, isn't it? Scott Tarpley says it's a bit gusty in Sutton Coldfield, was that right? Woody's Reviews, hi. It is getting a bit blowy. Hi Stephen L. Elaine L, sorry. Hi to Craig Proctor. Yeah, the central pier is not open. Well, it is, the arcade's open, but the actual pier itself is closed. I think, not too sure whether the bar at the end is open, but all the rides are all shut today. Probably because of the weather, you know. Am I doing any more road trips from David? Yeah, I will do this autumn. Jacqueline Jeffy says, windy in West Wales. Hi to Phil Andrews in Shrewsbury. Well, this wind, this sand is blowing like mad. Look at this. Whoa. Whoa, that is epic. Hey, you don't get this on Coronation Street, do you? Come on. And I'm just looking over there, and there is one heck of a rain cloud over there. Thanks, Navid. Thanks very much. Thanks for the super chats. Yeah, this is actually pretty epic, folks, I have to say. Hi to Charlotte Cameron, heavy rain in Shropshire. Smurf, hi to Smurf Jetstar, a big shout out, the dog. Is it? Gives Smurf Jetstar, a very sandy. Hello, Telford is windy, says Snowboarding Raptor. You do a video? Yeah, probably. Hi to Susan Litherland. This is pretty epic, folks. Yes, just look at this. This is, look at that. Whoa, I'm getting sandblasted at the moment. That is absolutely amazing. Yeah, isn't it? Look at this. Thanks to Cat's Rule, that is absolutely awesome. Cat's Rule, amazing. Wow. I'm getting sandblasted. Look at this. Wow. This is amazing. Can I do a video of the revolution without scaffolding? Hi to Gil Howard in Barnsley. Hi, Stephen from Thomas Wolf. Hi. Will we get to see the sun before it sets? Well, Simon Hampson. Happens every year when the tide's out. Sorry?
What does that record?
I'm doing a live stream on YouTube.
Oh, right,
yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, just look at this, folks. I'm just going to head up here, but that's where I was. Type 2 if you like the blowing sand on the beach. That was pretty epic, actually, I have to say. It was pretty epic. I'm doing a live stream at the moment. Yeah, I've got 8 and by the way, I've got AT Media with me here now. AT Media, follow AT Media on YouTube.
Thank you, much appreciated.
Sorry?
Thank you, much appreciated.
Yeah, no problem at all. AT Media, another Blackpool YouTuber. Get them followed. Just look at that sand down there, look at it, look. That looks epic. Gonna get some video of that. But don't get sand on your iPhone though. Just look at this. I don't know when I'll get one. Everybody's typing too. Yeah. Yeah, just look at that, folks. Can anybody tell me what time sunset is? I think we might be on sunset now, mightn't we? I think the sun's probably somewhere out there. Hi to Josh and Gabe. Let's just put you down. Sorry, it's a bit shaky, but I'm just trying to sort you out. Hi to Ryan Ford. Hi to Paul and Diane Williams in Bartley Green. 1859, thanks Chris. Christopher Lee, the one side of the tower lit up. Hi to Sue O'Neill. Hello from Prince Edward Island, Canada, Brian Ierson. Have you ever been to Edinburgh? No, I'd like to go. Yeah, so don't forget to follow AT Media, Blackpool, another Blackpool vlogger. Storm all over the country. Hi to Lee Robert, Spennymoor, Audrey and Spennymoor. Lee Robert, hi. I probably would never have heard of Spennymoor if it wasn't for that referee called George Courtney, the one that used to give red cards to every footballer. It was from Spennymoor. Hi to Ollie and Bella. That's Sue O'Neill. Will we see? I don't think we're going to see the sunset, I'm afraid, folks. I think the sun's already gone behind that cloud. But just look at that, we were down there before. Well, we've almost got 900 people watching, which is pretty incredible. I did not schedule this live video, I just started it on the fly. And we're getting towards 900 people. Wow, that is insane. Thanks, James Mellon. But just look at that cloud out there. It looks epic. It's not that cold, you know. Thanks, Wayne. Sean McCloskey, love Blackpool. Arkwolf, shame not high tide. Well, if it was high tide, the wind would be blowing the tide away, so we wouldn't get like big waves, I don't think. Hi to Brian Wilson and Ava. They're actually here on holiday. Watching from Stormy Barrow. Barrow in Furness. Yeah, that's over there, but we can't see Barrow in Furness today. It's too cloudy. There are quite a few people on the beach. It's a warm wind here in Morecambe. Gary Mitchell, hi. Andrew Patton, windy in Redcar. I've just had baked beans. If you're in Redcar and you smell something, someone's had baked beans. All calm in Christchurch, says Steve Turner. That's Christchurch near Bournemouth. I went to Christchurch when I was in Bournemouth last night. It's a really old place. Just look at that to the north there. It looks like we've got some of the worst clouds that way over there. Looks like it's over Cumbria at the moment. Andrew and Sarah in Halifax. Hi. Let's just have a quick look over here, shall we? Normally the lifeboats are training tonight, but I can't see them. They normally train on a Wednesday. Oh my goodness, we've got 1,000 people watching. We have got 1,000 people watching in Blackpool. We're live on the Promenade. We've got the beginnings of Storm Agnes, and we're now looking, well, we are looking towards the Golden Mile. And wowzers, folks, we're over 1,000 people watching. That is incredible. Thanks to everyone. Hi to Paul Callahan from California. Well, we've got the Golden Mile here. I can't believe we've got over 1,000 people watching this live stream. I didn't even schedule this live stream. Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? That's the view towards the Golden Mile. And if we go this way, we get to see Blackpool Tower, of course. And Coral Island. Hi to Jane Smiley. My mum went to Blackpool for years, but due to a stroke, she couldn't go anymore. Same here in Bower in Furness. Jill Williamson, hi. Gaz. That's the Coral Island over there, of course. Better than Coronation Street, says Sarah. Hi, Tony and Leanne Burry. Hi to Julian Evans. Hi to My Infusion and Icon Baby. See you Friday. Michael Clark says it's raining really bad in Barrow. Good evening, Stephen from, is it Wayne? Frank in Blackpool says don't get too cold. Malcolm Charlton, William Morris. Oh, it's struggling to read these messages now, folks. There's that many coming in. Yeah, there are a lot of messages coming in. Yeah, I can't believe we've got over 1,000 people watching this live stream, which I just started on the fly. I started it without scheduling it. I do that quite a bit, but I'm always surprised by how many people watch these live streams, and I never expected that we'd get over 1,000 people watching. Well, certainly not this many people in, what, how long have we been going now? About half an hour, and we've got about 1,000 people watching this live stream. If you've just joined us, thanks very much for joining us. We're live in Blackpool. I'm on the Promenade, of course. We've got the beginnings of Storm Agnes, and they reckon it's going to blow to about 50-60 miles an hour, but we'll have to wait and see. I don't think that to me doesn't sound that bad. We've had much worse than that in Blackpool over the years, and the Blackpool Tower's still standing. Well, there's a screenshot for you right there, folks. If I can get out of the way of that pole. So if you want a screenshot, I won't, David Noonan. No, it won't be long before they put the Christmas stuff up. November the 17th is when the Christmas by the Sea comes back. So November the 17th is when they do the Christmas by the Sea. That's when it's coming back. I don't know if the Starflyer is coming back on that date, but it will be coming back. So, but it all starts on November the 17th. Sorry if it's a bit shaky. We've now got over 1,100 people watching. If you've just joined us, thanks very much. We're live in Blackpool. Roger Picklesworth, hi, we've got Roger in the house. Hi to James Smiley. Just shared the live, thanks. Tram driver, just give us a wave there. Hi from Wazim and Karen from Nottingham. Hi Paula 999. This is how it looks towards sort of the Coral Island. We've got the Coral Island over here. Saskatchewan, Dunkirk, I can't read that. Saskatchewan, Canada. Oh, we've got people watching from all around the world. Hi to Darren Williams, Stephen Johnson, Scotland. Stephen Batchelor, hi. Philip George, Jane from Kevin Jane, Windy Isle of Man. North Carolina, the British tea drinker. Hi from Holyhead, Gary Haig. Mick McCarthy said the sky's black in Barrow. Hi Stephen from France. Says Benedict Rollick. I think you ordered a calendar, didn't you? Well, I just want to say that the calendars, I'm getting on with them. I'm writing them all out. I don't actually have the calendars in stock at the moment, but I am expecting them any day now and I'll be sending them out. Shout out to Steve Llewellyn from Bolton. Get me a £1 burger, says Alan Tenno. Hi from Swindon. Hi from Tony and Diane in Kent, sorry. Thanks James Smiley. Yeah. Oh, thank you very much Bob H, that's absolutely awesome. Bob H, amazing. Wowzers. Ah. Yeah, so I just wanted to talk about the calendar. So I've got the calendars are available now, and if you go on the website, you can order one. I don't actually have them yet, but I'm working on the envelopes to get them posted out. I've been doing loads of them so far. I've worked on loads. Thanks to Tom Bucock. Thank you very much, Tom Bucock. Storm Agnes is going to visit Chris Higgett, he says. So I am working on the calendars. If you're interested in one, go on the website. I don't have a link in this live stream, but I do have a link in the videos previous to this. So if you look on those, you'll see them. I'll probably put a link in the live stream after I've finished it, so you might find it in there after all. But I've been working on the envelopes to send them all out, and I'm hoping to get them hopefully this week, maybe Friday or something like that, and I can start getting them out there. But if you've already ordered one, thanks very much. I've been writing out loads of envelopes. I'm doing them all myself as well, and I'm also going to try to get them in stock here in places here in Blackpool. So look out for that. Hi to Mr. Freeland. Want to give a wave to Mabel for Roger. Legend has it that Steve Wisher was there the date last year on South Shore. Waiting for the storm to reach us in Keighley. Hi from Audrey and Lee in Durham. Hold on to your hat. Yeah, I think I will. What did the spyglass used to be? I think it used to be B&M Bargains. You know, I was looking through some old pictures. I've got some old pictures of Blackpool, some old pictures of the Promenade. And I was looking at the Sands venue, and I didn't realise that the Wild West Diner was there before they did the building up. And not only that, but the Spyglass bar, where the Spyglass bar is, that used to be a B&M Bargains. Does anyone remember that? I don't think so, not yet, Paul and Julie, Golden Mile, it's still going yet. Charles Hannay. Thanks, Charles Hannay, I know you ordered a calendar. I was just writing yours out today. Mary of London. Never fancied Blackpool, but you're changing my mind. Mary of London, sorry. Thanks, Mary. Martin Russell, is the tower opening this wind? I think it probably will have been today. It's only really started getting up in the last hour. It's not been too windy today, really. It's not been too bad. It's a little bit wet. I've got a video for you a bit later on. Cars are getting the storm we had in New Jersey. Diner 003 in New Jersey. B&M Bargain started off in Blackpool. Not quite Blackpool, it started off in Cleveland, which is just up the coast. Cleveland is part of Wyre. It's a different town. It's separate to Blackpool. But it's not far off. Poundland used to be on the front. Yeah, so you see the spyglass bar there? That used to be B&M Bargains before they did all the building. It used to be the Palace buildings, and it used to be had like squares, coloured squares. Used to have Palace nightclub in there. I fancy a bit of black. Hi to Mike Join. Rohita Jatla, write an exam in black. Love your channel, hope to bump into you one day. So here we are, we're live in Blackpool. I'm on the move. Sorry if it's a bit shaky. File council for anything south of Blackpool. Anything north is Wyreborough, yeah. That's right. So Cleveland is actually in the borough of Wyre. It's not Blackpool. I think the second B&M was in Blackpool. I think it was on Highfield Road, and I might be wrong. Thanks once again to everyone who's done a super chat. Bob Hayes, that was absolutely amazing. Thanks to all the mods for joining, because it's quite early. It's quite early for a live stream. This. Now this puddle here, you see this puddle here, folks? It's a bit too windy tonight, but this is where you can get a nice reflection of the Blackpool Tower. Look. I'm from Chester, school days were always out in Blackpool, the neglect of the city is shameful. Alan Tenno. Now you can get a nice reflection in that puddle when it's not windy. Can you see what I mean? Can you see the tower? You can just about see it there. No, she's not, she's Cleveland. She doesn't count. Oh, there's a van behind me. Almost got run over. Thanks to Mary of London. Thank you, Mary. Mary of London. That's really nice of you. Let's have a look at the tower. It holds fantastic memories for me. Steve J been getting warm for days about the bad weather. Hi from Belfast, Stephen Fegan. Emma Louise Ross, thank you very much. Very strong breeze near Gale in York. Mabel and me had a paddle in that puddle one time, says Roger Picklesworth. I hope Mabel's bunions are doing okay. Let's have a little look what's going on up here, shall we? Yeah, so I'll just quickly show you this over here. So that's quite a controversial building. This replaced the Palace building, and it had the Sands venue in it. The Sands venue. But it had the Wild West Diner in there already. I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know. Was there a pedestrian bridge? Yes, there was. The pedestrian bridge came through there. You see that? You see that little road down there? It used to come over here and come down right here. The pedestrian bridge came across there. There's part of it still there on the other side. If you go to the shop on the other side, you'll see it. My farmer Giles are giving me gypsies. Seems brighter in Blackpool than it is in Fleetwood. Roger Picklesworth says a proper throbbing. Spyglass does not fit in, Mary of London. Hi, Zach Richardson. Hi, Stephen Stewart. Coming in November. Roll on the 18th and Stanmore. Not much of a storm. Lancashire Liberty, Odyssey is back, yeah. When Blackpool lights go on. Well, they're coming on now, aren't they? As soon as the sun sets. We're just coming up to Odyssey. Jack Irving, artist, I think designed this. It's got music, it's got lights, it's got lasers, it's got dry ice. You can watch my video about it last year. Hi to Karen, Dave and Katie in Telford, the home of the Telford Suspension Bridge. Jason Perch, bad in Newcastle upon Tyne, is it? Hi to Claire D, thanks very much. Good evening from a Drike, Edinburgh. Love your channel. A dry, did you mean dry Edinburgh? Love your channel. Thanks to Claire D in Edinburgh. Amazing, thanks. Yeah, so we're looking towards Odyssey there, look. 1,236 watching. It's going up, we're live in Blackpool. Hello from sunny Bridlington, Des Presley. Alan Griffiths went to the top of the tower last week. Hello from Tracy and Anita. Me and the missus are going to pop up for the lights, the rock. Andrew Payton, doing another ghost tour. Well, watch this space. Ken Wilby, dancing at the tower. Craig Brogden, Starflies in Munich for Oktoberfest. But it probably will come here though after. Drike means wet. Ah, see, I'm learning something. Now, there was someone who was trying to learn me Scottish, and I've never heard of Drike. They never told me about Drike. Someone I know did not tell me about that word. I think I should know. DJ Magic, I see from the Howard family in Doncaster. Was Odyssey's 2 statues last year? I just won. No, it's actually 6. It's actually 6. Yeah? It's pronounced Drake. It's pronounced Drake. So this is Odyssey here, folks. Yeah, look at this. They're still building it. So this is quite special. If you come to Blackpool, you want to see this. Thanks, Anthony Pope. Thanks to Anthony Pope. And I just want to, Michael, whoa, look at that, Michael, thanks very much, whoa. Michael. Wowzers. That is my favourite building in Blackpool, it's the Woolworths building. Look at that. Greetings all the way from Devonshire Road. Joe King. I'm returning. You need to get you Lee full breakfast on the ride big one. Audio coffee. South Wales breezy, says David Cooper, is it? Hi from the Bradleys in Hednesford. How do you say it? Hednesford, the Bradleys. Don't forget to hit the like button. It's Drake means depressing. Well, there you go, folks. This is Odyssey. Come and see it if you come into Blackpool. It'll be going soon. I'm not sure when they're going to start it up. We'll probably start it up before Christmas on the sea, won't they? So it might be ready by next month. Ready in a couple of weeks. Hi.
Hi, can I get a
You
photo?
okay? Sorry?
Can I get a wee photo?
Yeah. I'll just keep this.
Yeah,
I've got
my
to.
dad
I'm
watches
doing a
on,
live stream.
My dad watches you on
Yeah.
YouTube. Get a wee photo with you. Thank you very much. I watch your
No
YouTube
problem
as
at
well.
all.
Thank you.
Hi. Yeah, I just had. I was just doing a selfie there. Out and about with Scottish drone. Thank you very much. Amazing. Wow. Out and about with Scottish drone. That is amazing. Benedict Rollick, welcome to the membership. And also I want to say thanks for ordering the calendar, because I do recognise the name there. Storm Agnes. It's a Drake. Drake. Is it Drake? Shout out to the Alison Smith, sorry. Shout out to Alison Smith. Where's the hamburger man? He's probably at home. Oh, we got an old tram going past, folks. I've got to show you this tram, look. Probably the fish and chip tram. Steve Debbie says it's dark and gloomy in West Midlands. Blackpool Explorers. 1,300 watching. And here we are in Blackpool. Look at that, Blackpool. Dark and gloomy in Stoke. James Yates. Support Jimmy from Widnes. Hi Paul Burrows. Hi Caroline Rogers in Wales. And Mother Western Scotland, it's spelt Drake. Roger Picklesworth. I rode my skateboarding on the comedy carpet. Get a electric bike like the one you tried from Glen in Cosley in West Midlands. An electric bike would be a great help. We're live in Blackpool. I want to just quickly show you out here again. It has got a bit darker now, but I just want to. Hi to Gaza, over 100,000, over 1,000 watching. Yeah, it's amazing how many people are watching. We were on the beach before watching the blowing sound, and it was amazing watching the sand blow across the beach. You can see it there now. Look. Blackpool is from the 20th of October to the 28th of October, but a lot of the stuff will be there all the time. There is a particular time when they have like parades and stuff like that. Weather dependent, but a lot of the stuff, such as Odyssey, will be there for the whole time. Well, we've just started the music up here, folks. I might have to move away from here because this music could pick up copyright. Yeah, so there is music. There's music playing over there, folks. So I think, can you hear that music? I think I might need to. Oh, the tower's looking pretty good. Yeah, copyrighting that music. I've got to move away. Sarah Ricketts, hi. Bobby Ginn Square. Saw you on Ginn Avenue today driving. Ah, yeah. Well, watch the video later. It's not truly windy unless someone's trampoline rolls past. We're live in Blackpool, folks. As Storm Agnes threatens to get underway. Are we going to get blown? I don't think so. You know, it's nowhere near as bad as what they said, you know. I don't think it is. What do you think? I don't think it's that bad. I'm walking around the promenade here and there's people walking around and no one's getting blown away. I'll tell you, the windiest street in Blackpool is probably this one. You see that street there? That street is probably the windiest street in Blackpool because this building here funnels the wind, and that building over there. When you go down there and it's windy, you can get blown off your feet. I'm not joking. Just subscribe to AT Media, Stephen Hill. Tell him I sent you. Going to be there for Christmas by the Sea, DJ Magic Core. I met you last year when you were in Fleetwood, Freeport. Considering buying some, but it would be very expensive. I'd appreciate your opinion if you can get your hands on it. Cheese is so lovely, but I'm not really sure what you... copyright's only count if you can get a copyright strike on a cover version. Yeah, you can get a copyright strike on a cover version. So, getting quite gusty down in Worcestershire. Roger Pickleson hit the thumb. Thank you, Roger. Let's have another look at the tower, shall we? I was a mouse in my past life, says Sandra. Hi to Diana Timmins. Diana Timmins. Hi from a windy Cardiff. I love cheese on toe. Scurrying towards the house in strong winds. What's Blackpool like tonight? The tower changes colour often for charities and things like that. You can pay, if you've got enough money, to have the tower lit up in whatever colour you want to support a cause or something like that. Bad Chorley, says Amanda White. AT Media is in the house. Don't forget to hit subscribe to AT Media. He says he's back at home having a brew. I think that's what I want to do, folks. I will do when I finish this. Happy birthday, Emma. Hi to Jess. Carl Walsh, Premier in Manchester. Airport wind, rain definitely brewing now. Have you gone to the top of the tower? Yes, I have. I went to the top of the tower not too long ago. Catherine Gaunt. Thanks very much. Catherine Gaunt in Bradford. It's the furthest away you can see Blackpool Tower from. The furthest away I've seen Blackpool Tower is probably North Wales. Yeah, it is. It is a little bit disappointing. Yeah, it's a bit disappointing they can't go over there at the moment because they're playing the music. And whenever music gets played, the copyright they just take all the advertising off me. Which is a bit of a shame because when you think about it, if the advertising, thanks Mick McCarthy. Mick McCarthy, thanks very much. Here's the tower. Whee. That's for Mick McCarthy. Bloody hell, bloody hell, Mick McCarthy. Yeah, if Visit Blackpool will have already paid the copyright for that music, so why do we need to pay again? Hi, from Maddie and Annette. Someone said go give the homeless people money. You know, someone said to me that if you give homeless people money, it's probably the worst thing you can do because they only go and spend it on booze. You're better off telling them where they can go or giving them some food. Either one of those two. I don't know. What do you think? Are the Starlings on North Pier yet? They will be. They will be very soon. So we've got a bit of a blank part of the illuminations here, folks. Can you see? I think the reason why it's blank here is because of light pool. You know the building? They light up the building there. Buy homeless a coffee. Hazel agrees with me. Yeah. There was some guy that works for homeless people.
With the storm.
Yeah. How you doing? All right.
Where's
I'm
the
waiting. I'm
storm?
waiting for it. Oh, where is it?
I've been waiting all day.
It's not here, is it?
My mate lives in Manchester.
It's
It's
not-
bad there.
It's not going to happen.
I don't think it's going to happen. I've been waiting.
So are we going to get a storm or what? Because
Oh,
at the moment, it's not doing a whole lot really. Yeah. But I'll tell you what though, Blackpool illuminations are really. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll tell you what I'll do. Let's head down here because the illuminations are lighting up and it looks really, really good. It looks really good down here. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, that looks pretty special. Thanks, Lauren. London Mike, hi. Sharon Morrison, surely. Yeah. Quite a lot. It's a bit of a shame. If it's a genuine homeless person, it's a bit of a shame because the ones that are the scammers, they make it worse for them. The genuine ones. Because you often just take it that they're just acting out. Pike on a trike, hi. David K, not Windy and Preston. Either. Is that the David K that I know?
hello.
You okay? How you doing? All right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, good. Thanks.
How are you?
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah.
We follow you on
Nice one.
YouTube, and I just want to say your
Yeah.
videos are brilliant.
Nice one. Thanks.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Cheers. Jacqueline McCann, hi. I just got back from a weekend in Blackpool. Not windy in Bedford either, says Diane Timmins. Well, I think I can go over there now because they've got a show started. So let's go and have a look at the show, shall we? This is what I was waiting for, folks. It's a light pool show. I think we'll watch this for a bit. I'll try and catch up on some comments. I hope this music's not copyright, by the way. It might be, you know. It does look pretty good, doesn't it? I'll find out if it's copyrighted later. Can you film the storm if it arrives? Well, that was the plan. Aeroplane Spotters TV, hi, Leominster. Leominster? Leominster? Oh, here we go again, we've got the copyrighted me. That didn't last very long, did it, that show there? Oh. That was a bit of the light pool show, folks. Here in Blackpool. I thought I'd come out and do a live stream for you. A bit of a live stream in the wind. I thought it was going to be a bit windy in this, but there you go. Yeah, those light pool shows, they normally go on a lot longer than that. I hope I haven't missed anyone's super chat. Shout out to Babs and Lee in Hambleton. Hambleton! Babs and Lee. the major, get myself up the tower. I've already been up the tower. I went up with the Mat Master. First time in 40 years. Someone said it's windy in Liverpool. Yeah, I would go over that way, folks, if it wasn't for the music, but I'm afraid the music catches up. I don't think they've got any illuminated trams out tonight, folks. I don't think they have anyway. Andrew Bush says they were homeless for 2 months. Wow. Glad you got out. Matty and Joshua in Cumbria watching. Anthony Polks. About £12 to go up, Anthony. Don't be losing another hat, says Pike on a track. No, I'll try not to. Well, I can hit. I just heard a. Oh! The train tram's coming, folks. The train tram's coming. It's coming. The train tram's coming. We've got to get this, haven't we? Right. Just, I'm going to just make sure that I get in a place where I can get a good. Just bear with us, folks. Bear with us. The train's coming. Would you like a Woolworths pencil? Audrey and Spenny Moore. Extend upstairs when Sports Direct moves out. Yeah, well, they could put the toilets up there, couldn't they? You know, when Sports Direct move out of this building here, Wetherspoons can put the toilets upstairs. Because at the moment they're downstairs. And that's not right, because in a Wetherspoons, you have to have the toilets upstairs. Everybody knows that. Do more for Blackpool than the tourist bus? Yeah, I think I do, don't I? Well, we got to see the train tram. I didn't think that was out tonight, but there you go. You can never know what you're going to see in Blackpool on any night. Yeah, that was quite amazing, wasn't it? I didn't expect to see that. I really didn't. Karen Mason, I know you have to pay more for the Christopher Lee, they should put the big wheel, should light up the big wheel because it's part of Blackpool. No problem, Emma Kelly. Was it the doc from Back to the Future driving that train tram? Dazzling, lol. Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Send Bass and shortbread to, yeah. No more shortbread. No, it's not cold, Tony Ricketts. It's not cold. It's all right. It's not too bad at all. So, we're here on Blackpool Promenade. just by the tram. We just got to see the train tram on a Wednesday night. A bit of a blowy Wednesday night as well here in Blackpool. We've got a few people waiting for the tram. Look at that sky over there, folks. Was there a little theatre at the top of the town? Not as far as I know. They're saying 80 miles an hour, and not up here it won't be. The biggest wind we're going to get up here is about 50 maybe, gusting to 50. Yeah, it's not that bad. Chocolate hobnobs. Normally the lifeboats do train tonight, but not tonight, no. Money for Brian House on his way to Chris. I'm chilling in bed in Blackpool. Yeah, there you go. Down in Devon, we seem to have missed the worst of it. Yeah, it's not too bad on the promenade. Well, it's not too bad, John. Look at this. What the hell, how naughty is that? I tell you what, it's like the Wild West. It is, it's like the Wild West. We've got e-bike bandits flying up and down the tram tracks, and the police can't, well, they can't do anything, can they? They're a bit of a menace, aren't they? We had that guy there riding along the promenade. And where is Mars tonight in the sky? I don't know, I think it's low towards the east. You can see Saturn and Jupiter. But I actually did Saturn on my other channel. Yeah, so don't forget folks, the calendar's out. Yeah, my calendar is out, just in case you didn't hear me before. There's no link in this description at the moment, but I will link, if you're watching this on replay, I'll have a link to it in the description. And I've been posting them out, well, I've not been posting them out yet because I've not even got them yet, but I'm hoping to get them in the next couple of days and I'll start posting them out. I'm doing them all myself, and I'm going to have them in places where you can buy them locally as well. So look out for that. We'll have them in the Burger Bar, we're going to have them in Happy Days Amusements. Pete wants me to put them in there, so we'll get them in there, and as many places as I can get them in. Well, it's not a bad night to come and watch the illuminations, folks, because it's a bit quieter than the weekend. The traffic's actually building up a bit now. It is building up a bit. Oh, I tell you what, the wind's building up as well. I nearly lost my hat then. Thanks, Luke. Luke Sanderson. Thanks very much. Paul H, thanks. Who wants to see? Thank you, Jack. See any motorbikes in a fistful of dollars? Mad bikers just knocked them off, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so quite a few people around here now. So I might head over there. So an e-bike doing about 50 miles an hour down the tram tracks. You know, every time I come out I see an e-bike doing 50 miles an hour down the tram tracks. Honestly, they're a danger. They're an absolute menace. They really are. There's that awful hat from Mines and John. Look, it will blow away. Yeah, you're right, John. Roger Picklesworth, thanks for that. I hope so. Knock them off, says Alfie Newsham. Are you meeting Random and Desperate again? I don't know. Wind coming, says Julia. Well, I'm stood on the tram tracks at the moment and there's a tram coming. Oh, I can hear sirens, it's kicking off. I'm waiting for that music to finish over there so I can go over that way again. Let's just stop playing that bleeding music. You okay if it's on its camera and wafers? Oh, I'm alright for it. Carmen London says Caxar. Hi to Caxar. Get off the tracks, says Ryan Ford. Oh, 1,155 people watching. That is pretty incredible. It's a big crowd we've got watching tonight here in Blackpool. Well, we've got the illuminations, and we also got to see some amazing blowing sand before as well. If you missed the earlier part of the stream, you want to watch it because it was quite amazing. Nothing here in Crowland, Lincolnshire. Chrissy Norgate, Paul Ward. Who'd have to deal with e-bikers when it all goes wrong? NHS, yeah. You're right, yeah. Yep. Got a wave off the tram driver again there. Zahid Bamil, take care. Winds to pick up. Came to my honeymoon when it was just 50 to 60 miles an hour. Miles 31 from Batley, West Yorkshire. I sort of got your message. So there you go. Where was the Tower Lounge? The Tower Lounge was, I think the entrance to it was on the other side. The Tower Lounge was someone asked where the Tower Lounge was. Well, it was on the other side of the Tower building from where we are now, and I think the entrance was on Bank A Street, and it was a bit of a mental place actually. It was very, very notorious, the Tower Lounge. I remember it. I only went in a couple of times, but I have to say, it's one of those places that people used to go at a weekend, and they used to spend all day in there in the Tower Lounge. And yeah, it was a little bit notorious, the Tower Lounge. It was a little bit notorious, yeah. It used to kick off in there a few times, I can tell you. I think that's why they banned it, because it was just mental. Oh, the planer. I can go over here now. I think they're playing Sooty. I hope that music's not copyright, Sooty music. Did you know that Matthew Corbett sold the rights to Sooty to, who is it? What's his name? I can't remember his name now. Was it about 25 years ago when he sold? So the Corbett, was it Harry Corbett who bought Sooty on the North Pier? So Sooty was bought on the North Pier. Charlie's nightclub, stolen the spinal. I've always wondered, I don't know. Yeah, Sooty's about a favourite children's toy. Goes back about 60 years, I think. 70 years maybe. Hi Alfie Newsham. Remember getting a picture of the Velvet? Thanks Bob H. I think they should make the tower too Americanised. Prince Hill, Shirley Bassey, Engelbert, Tommy Cooper. Love all the illuminations, Julia. Hi Helen, Gordon Ormington. Julie Talanga, my favourite YouTuber. I hope I said your name right. Hi to Digital Emotion. King Kong, yeah, I remember that. I do. Neil Barrett, I love Blackpool. John Voicey, my grandparents took me to see those shows. All say the wind might blow them down. Scruffy hotels, yeah, could do. I saw Compo live in Blackpool, says, I couldn't catch your name. Bolton Lift Miles. Hi John Miles. Keeping well from Jill in South Normanton, Derbyshire. Hi. Went to see Marty Kane supporting Paul Daniels years ago at, I don't know where it was. Heading down to the Mirror high tide to check out the waves. Ellie and Bills and Moon. Are there any fireworks on New Year's Eve? I don't know. Fireworks this weekend, folks. We've got the World Championship fireworks going off this weekend. I think, is it the last day of the month? I think it is it? I don't know. But we do have the fireworks this weekend, folks, yeah? Yeah, we've got the fireworks this weekend. Oh, sorry, I've got to switch to... Ian Hopgood, that is absolutely amazing. Thank you very much to Ian Hopgood. That is absolutely awesome. I'm having to talk I'm having to keep talking now because they've just put the music on there, so I'm trying to avoid the copyright. They don't get into trouble for it or anything. They just take all the money off you from the adverts, that's all. So I just need to make sure we don't pick up any music or anything like that. So there you go. Thanks very much to Ian Hopgood for that super chat there. That's absolutely amazing. Wowzers. Well, we're still stood up here on Blackpool Promenade. We've not been blown over yet. Where's this storm that they promised? Well, I can see some storm clouds out there. There you go. This is how it looks in Blackpool tonight. Wednesday night, the middle of the week. It doesn't look too bad at all, really. I thought that the illuminations were all going to get blown over. I thought it was going to be like a disaster area. Hi, Alan Newsham. Oh, I tell you, it is picking up a bit now, actually. It's picking up a little bit. You okay? Hi.
Can my son meet you? He watches you on YouTube. We're from Plymouth.
Yeah.
Can you come over and
all
say
the way
hello?
from
Can
Plymouth?
you come over and say hello to him?
I'm just going to head over the road because I just want to meet someone. They've come all the way from Plymouth.
Ashley in the wheelchair there.
Ashley.
Watch you all the time on YouTube.
Sorry about this one. Hi. You okay?
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Well,
Wow.
we're watching you.
And you've come all the way from Plymouth.
Yeah.
So, do you mind being on a live stream?
Yes,
I'm on a live stream at the moment. Look. Yeah, so I'm here, and look at this. We've got Ashley here from Plymouth. They've come all the way from Plymouth. And they've got to meet us here on Blackpool Promenade. And I thought it was going to be really, really windy tonight. You know, I thought we were going to be getting blown all over the place. But it's been really good. And how's it been so far? Is it all right? You're doing okay? Yeah. Got the thumbs up here from Ashley. Look at that. There you go. They're all enjoying themselves here in Blackpool, all the way from Plymouth. It's a long drive, isn't it, from Plymouth? Yeah. So I'll just turn this camera around there. So. Yeah, so how did you manage to see me in the dark? I think people can't spot me in the dark, but people always seem to spot me in the dark, so I must stand out. It's probably because I'm so tall, you know, but anyway. It could be, yeah. I always wear the same stuff all the time, don't I? Yeah, so there you go, folks. How about that? Yeah. Do you want to give us a wave there? Go. We got over 1,000 people watching live in Blackpool. So there you go. How about that?
Can you just
Nice.
have a photo with me?
Yeah. Can do. Yeah. I'll just.
You're trying to do a live thing, aren't you?
Yeah. I'm doing a live stream at the moment. Yeah. If we could. Yeah. I'm just doing a bit of a selfie at the moment. You got it? Yeah. Nice to meet you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Bye. It's getting really busy now. I've just have to be just meeting some people there. Oh, that was good, wasn't it? I think I've just made their day now. I'll get back across the road without getting run over. Oh, there we go. You know, whenever you're doing a live stream, you never know what's going to happen, do you? You really don't. I mean, all sorts of people. And the wind is it is starting to get a bit more busy. It is starting to get a bit more busy now, folks, I think. Look at this. RIP, Vince. Julie says she saw the 3 degrees in Blackpool. Wow. We were there in August, drove from Torquay to Blackpool. Well, I was down in Torquay back in, was it March or April? It was April, wasn't it? Shirley Bassey is still playing in Blackpool. Thanks, Saska. Do you like the light now? I'll go back in 90. I think the illuminations, they had like a special kind of, had like a magical feel about them, which they don't seem to have now, I don't think. Hi from is it Chexia? I've never heard of Chexia. John Armitage. Yeah, they did, Paul and Julie. They caught the Pelican. The Pelican is back at, thanks Paul Wood. I saw Cannon and Ball years ago. I saw Ken Dodd at the Winter Gardens. Hi from Coventry. So we're live in Blackpool. If you've just joined us, I've come out. I thought I'd do a live stream on the beginnings of Storm Agnes, and I was expecting that we'd get blown away by now, but we're not blown away. We're still here. Tommy Cannon back at the North Pier this year. Well, if you go to St Anne's, you can see the Bobby. No, sorry, not St Anne's, Lytham. You can see the Bobby Bull statue in Lytham at Lowther Gardens. Now then, work to commence here on the 11th of the 9th, 23. Well, we're past that now, aren't we, for 8 weeks? Is it something to do with this? Bye, Sarah. Thanks, John Dodd. Seems pretty calm, it is. I mean, you know, it's been windier than this, and they've never even done a, you know, never done a, sorry about the shaking. Playing music over there now, I can't get away from music, can I? Everywhere I go there's music, life on the ocean wave, thanks. Great stream tonight. Hi Darren Stevens in Telford. Hi from Scotland, Astra. Coral Island takes me back, and my wallet, haha. Yeah, it would cost a bit to spend a day in there, wouldn't it? Hello from the Velvet Coaster, Pete Smith. I saw Jeffrey from Rainbow in Blackpool staggering about drunk as a skunk with his underpants on his head. Says Ginger Hulk Comics. Getting a little windy in Bedford, says Diana Timmins. I'm stuffed from a quarter of Madras curry, says Sandra Dowley. I wonder if that's Kate. Heavy rain and windy in Fife, Scotland, Douglas Bell. Melvin Johnson down in Devon. John Armitage. Well, hold on if you can. Weather front about 20 minutes away from you. I don't know if I want to be on the weather front. Hi to Tracy and Minnie from Blackpool. This is for Tracy and Minnie. Blackpool Tower. There you go. Tracy and Minnie, this is Blackpool Tower. Get a decent gimbal should help with the shake, rattle and roll. You know, I have got a gimbal, but I didn't bring it with me because I thought it wouldn't be able to handle the wind. But you know what? I've actually got a DJI Osmo 3 gimbal for my phone. But I'm not using it tonight because it can't handle the wind. And yet, it hasn't really been that windy. I could have used it. I could have used it after all. Well, look at the traffic now, folks. We're live in Blackpool. We're on the Promenade. It's, what time is it? I don't even know the time. What's that? Oh, 8 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock. I do have a video going out later. I've scheduled it for a bit later because I thought if I'm going to do a live stream, I'll put the video out a little bit later. It's just a bit of a drive around Blackpool, that's all. I did it earlier on today. Hey, here comes the old tram. Pretty full up that tram as well. Get yourself on a vintage tram, folks. Go to Tram Town, visit Tram Town, the website Tram Town, and book a trip on a tram, an old tram. Get yourself on one of these old trams. You might even get a fish and chip tour as well. I was going to get run over there. A van came up behind me. Bloody hell, look at this Illuminations van, look at that there. Whoa, talk about getting run over by a tram, I almost got run over by a van. So someone said that there's a front coming in. Must do the fish and chip jam. Yeah. Full moon, yeah, it's actually a full moon on Friday this week. A proper full moon, should I say. Do you know radio wave transmitter is on top of the tower? I stopped listening to radio wave back in the 1990s. I stopped listening to it. I didn't like it at all. I live in the Midlands. We have an amber warning. An amber warning? Wow. I thought we were doing pretty bad to having a yellow. Has Leroy been found yet? Well, R.I.P. Alan Bradley. Corey Davidson, what's my favourite arcade? I'd probably say the Coral Island. It used to be Funland though. Saudi Arabia had his wife like this. They wanted to pay for that year. I wonder if you called. Yeah, I think I did hear about that. We've had a few Saudi princes come in. Matthew Blakeout or Blackout, thank you very much. Matt and Rachel from Treasel. I don't know how you say that. Thanks very much to Matthew and Tracy. We're live in Blackpool. I hope that tune over there is not going to pick up. We've still got over 1,000 people watching. Jamie did a good live next to it. It was brilliant. Follow Jamie's adventure blogs. Don't forget to follow AT Media as well. I met him before. It's another Blackpool vlogger. Oh, we've got another old tram coming. old trams are going tonight. Roger Picklesworth says, where's that Moonage girl? Now, where's Moonage, folks? Yeah, I like the sound of the old trams. They make it there's nothing like a Blackpool tram, you know, the classic Blackpool tram. They don't make them like that anywhere else. No, I love the trundle sound they make along the tracks. So, well, I've not been blown away yet. So this Storm Agnes, folks, I'm just wondering, what is it with this Storm Agnes? It seems to be a bit of a storm in the teacup, if you ask me. I don't know what it's like where you are, but here in Blackpool, it's a little bit breezy. The wind is coming from the southeast, so it's a bit of a funny direction for the wind to come from. I think it's going to switch direction later. Now, Paul, who's in the chat, says that we're going to get a storm front coming in soon, so I might need to scarper. John Skidmore, yeah, you might be right there. Watching from Derbyshire, Richard and Denise. Hi to Richard and Denise in Derbyshire. My mother used to have a laughing contest for the Laughing Clouds at the Pleasure Beach, says Audio Classic. On Armitage, Ricky Marriott. Hi to Ricky Marriott. Hi to David Wardle. I think it's coming in the early hours. Could be. Maybe it's yet to come. Maybe it's still too early. According to my weather app, it was due to come anytime around now, start now, and go on till into the early hours. So maybe it's still to come. Thanks, Paul Benton. No storm on the Isle of Wight, says Mealy. Not too bad in the Midlands, says Pete Laycock, the South Midlands. I hated the clown, says Louise Hawkins. Yeah, you're not the only one. I think that clown was spooky. Blackpool seafront, perfect for UFO sightings. I'm interested in helping you with the video. Is this a micro fish? Custard pie in your face, Sandra. Derek Davidson, thanks very much. Hi for Derek and Joanne in Peterlee, County Durham, or near Durham. Derek Davidson, Derek and Diane, thanks very much. The next fireworks are this weekend. Big up Laneffley, Wells. Right, yeah. But yeah, the fireworks are this weekend. We've got fireworks this weekend. It's the second round of the World Championships. So, yeah. So if you want to see the fireworks, you want to get up here this weekend, just check on the website. It should be all right. You never know. There could be weather that's could put them off. But yeah, fireworks this weekend, folks, the second round. And they're going on for the next, there's another 2 sets in October. I think it's Switzerland this time. Do you have a desk calendar? No, I have a wall calendar. If you're watching this on replay, I will put the description for the calendar I will put the info for the calendar in the description. Any recent drug busts in Blackpool? Not that I know of, but there's been quite a lot of really bad news stories lately, folks, here. I don't want to be a downer, but there have been some pretty unfortunate incidents, should I say, recently. Yeah, so here we are in Blackpool, on the Promenade. And not so breezy Blackpool. Oh, we've got one of those e-bike bandits. Oh, look at this. Look. No lights. Riding an e-bike at 40 miles an hour down the tram tracks. They've got a death wish. Darren and Susie B in Windsor, Leicester. Windy in Wakefield, Jim Cameron. Are the fireworks free? Yes they are, but you need to get here early because parking will be limited. We watch your channel every day. Wife hears you and says words lol. That's Derek Davidson. Not very busy at Leicester. I can't read all your messages. I think I've done all right actually tonight. I've not done too bad. I've managed to read most of them out. So we're just watching the illumination traffic at the moment. Where's this storm?
Welcome to Coral Island, the biggest and best indoor entertainment complex for all the family to enjoy. Kids in free in all our restaurants with a main and ultimate meal.
Let's have a view of the tower, shall we? Heads up on my Shazam detected. I can't read all that aeroplane spotter, I'm afraid. It's a bit too much for me to read. I'm live.
Can't believe it.
Eh? We're live in Blackpool.
A video, a walk on the wild side, and you know something? It doesn't look as though the storm is coming, Stephen.
No, I don't think this storm is coming, folks. So, where is it? Where's Storm Agnes? Let us know. Have you seen Storm Agnes? Where have they gone? Missing in action. They're supposed to be here in Blackpool. We're waiting for Storm. Oh! Oh, it's kicking off in Blackpool. I can hear the siren. Oh, it's all right. It's just an ambulance. That's all. Let's have a look. Yeah. Hey, 949 watching.
Can we get?
It's pretty good. What's it say here?
So as we look on there, Stephen, now, it says something's coming, you know, 9 o'clock.
We might be in for a bit of rough weather around 9 o'clock. It's got some raindrop there. What's that there? I don't know what that is. What's that?
That's a little shower, that.
So, well, we will have to see. We'll just have to wait and see. But at the moment, it's not looking too bad at all. Oh, ding dong. I'm going to get run over by a tram.
Television cameras up there as well.
Yeah.
Just up there, Stephen, where the light is. They've
Yeah.
come down for it as well, but it's...
I live in Padgate. Carl Spence, so Storm Agnes is hiding. E-bike bandits, yeah, that's what I call them. Because they're all masked up, aren't they? They're up to no good, these ones, riding their e-bikes up and down the promenade, and they've got full-face balaclavas on. Why do you have a full-face balaclava on? You don't need it. It's because you're up to no good. Well, I tell you what, it's pretty busy along here now, folks. We've got loads of cars parked all along here. We've got cars parked up there as well, on this side of the road. You're not really supposed to park along there. I can see a whole lot of cars parked up there. Only me, that's Lee. Getting windier in Scarborough, says Gaza Kaza. Go for a few pints and live stream in an hour or so. And well, one thing is I stopped watching the news.
Put these in, didn't they?
Yeah,
The security barriers,
yeah.
the terrorist barriers,
Ah.
they've never been used since.
Yeah, we've got quite a lot of these barriers all over the place.
They've
We've got
got the
some
full
over
road
here.
on.
There's one there, look. It's like a security barrier. There's some more things here. There's a gate there, folks. And that looks like that was like a gate post that goes across the tram tracks. I don't know, what do you think? What's that post for there? I don't know. Answers on a postcard. But that's the RNLI there.
Yeah, they're doing a bit of practicing
And
tonight. Training.
oh yeah, so you're doing some practicing. The RNLI are practicing tonight, yep.
They're not going out, they're just doing a bit of...
So we've got Lee here who's a volunteer on the RNLI. So big up to the RNLI here in Blackpool. So it is getting a little bit breezier. You know, the wind's getting up a bit. The wind's coming from the south.
Yes.
The wind's coming from behind us. It's a warm wind. I'm in Sarkiel. Should have made some t-shirts saying it's kicking off in Blackpool. Give me time out. I'm from Padgett.
The moon's out.
Oh, we got the moon out.
Look at him there, he's coming out.
Someone, oh, look at this, folks. We got the moon. Sorry about this. Hang on. Oh, sorry, you don't want to see me. Oh, we got the old tram. Hey.
Looking for you.
I'm here. Hey. Oh my goodness. I didn't hear that coming. Well, we got the moon coming out over there.
Look, that's
I
the
can
lag,
just-
ain't it?
Oh yeah.
You've gone like that and I
10
thought,
seconds
oh
or
yeah.
something.
I'm watching someone watching my live stream. I'm watching it on someone's phone. I can hear myself. Can I?
Can you?
Or can I?
Yeah, hold on, you might
No, I'll tell you what, I'll film that.
be able to now, yeah.
Here he is.
So I've got someone here filming the live stream. Look, here we are. Hey, there's a bit of a delay on that.
Where have you come from then?
I can hear myself talking.
Manchester with the family, aren't he?
There you go.
He's got all the family here.
There they
Give
are
us a
from
wave.
Manchester. Hey!
Hey!
950 people watching. There's
Yeah,
quite a
it's
delay
about
on that,
10,
but
15 seconds.
yeah,
Take
yeah.
care, have a nice night.
Right. Yeah.
Wow.
So there you go. We got the moon coming out up here, folks. The moon. Whoa! Look
Whoa.
at that. Whoa! Get zooming down on the moon. Oh, come on.
Yeah, he's coming. Oh, look
Oh, come on, folks.
That.
Let's get those watches go up now. We've got the moon coming out. Get more than 1,000. I had 1,300 people watching. I was on the beach before with the sand blowing all over. You want to see it? The sand. It looked epic. Oh, we got the train tram coming. Whee! Hit 1 if you want to see the train tram again. Type 1 if you want to see the Illuminated train tram, because it's coming back, folks. Hey! Oh, it's all going off in Blackpool. We've got the fish and chip tram coming. Is it this one up here now? Look, here we go. Hey!
Oh, we've got the one. We've got
Hey.
the one, Stephen.
You can't beat the Blackpool trams. Here we go. Look at this. It's coming back.
Oh,
Look at that.
it's tight as well.
They're all full, these trams. And don't forget, if you want to get on a tram, visit Tramtown, Blackpool. Tramtown. Hi to John Clough. The wind is picking up in Manchester. John F. Clough. Is that the John Clough that I know? That I'm thinking of. Are you the John Clough that I'm thinking about? I've not heard from him for a long time. Yeah, and we've got it's actually stopped outside the wedding
Yes.
chapel. Now the Illuminated train tram is just up here. It's actually parked up outside the wedding chapel, but it will be coming down any time. So, hiya. So we're just waiting for the
Harder. Do I know you from Blackpool? Is it Anna from the lifeboat?
Hi to Callum Chew.
Nice to see you.
Tram Town is where they keep the old vintage trams. It's where the Illuminated trams go, it's where all the old trams go. It's you'll have to have a look at my video on Tram Town.
It's here, Stephen.
If you type in Tram Town to Google, Tram Town Blackpool, you'll find out how to get a trip on one of these trams. You've got to do it, folks. It's got to be done. When you come to Blackpool, you've got to get on an old tram. And look at this. Well, what's coming? The clouds are scudding past the moon. I said that to someone the other day, scudding. They'd never heard of the word before. Mind you, I'd never heard of, I can't even remember what the name was now. Someone mentioned it before, Scottish term. Oh, look at this, folks. Come on, you can't beat it. It's Blackpool. Thanks, John Clough. His travel time getting the refurbished. Hi from Quebec, Canada. Kevin Dubois.
Oh,
Is
it
it?
full one, Stephen, with the moon?
It's almost full. It'll be full on Friday. But it's pretty much full, I think. Well, that moon up there, folks, look at that. Well, we've had it all on this live stream, haven't we?
How long have you been
Got
on?
the moon up here. I've been going since 6:30. Yeah. So, must be about nearly 2 hours. Yeah, the moon's behind there, folks. Behind the Golden Mile. I can't believe I've been going on for this long. A few bulb replacement required on the... I don't know about that. I don't know if it's about... Since sometimes you have a fault with the electrics. Oh, I've got the low power mode. Oh, I've got a warning. Low power. Means my phone's, you know, getting a bit low, that's all. But we're all right, folks. We're here in Blackpool. We're still going. Yeah, you can't beat the old trams, can you, here in Blackpool? And like I said, if you want to get on one of the trams, do you want to visit Tram Town? Google Tram Town. It's where they keep all the old trams. They keep them, I'll tell you where they keep them. They keep them at, it's not Rigby Road, but it's, if you go down Rigby Road, it's where the bus depot is. They keep them round the other side. It's on Hopton Road, that's where they keep them.
Yes.
Yeah, Hopton Road. And that's where they keep the old trams. Ding, ding. So, yeah, you've got to get on an old tram when you come to Blackpool, I think. You know, get on one of these old trams, whether it's the Illuminated one or the... Oh, hello, still got AT Media here. Don't forget to follow AT Media, a Blackpool vlogger. I think you've already got some followers, haven't you? You've got, I know some people on here said that they'd follow you. Andrew Bush, eating a bacon butty in my bungalow. It's calm here in Nottingham. Hi to Alfie in Wilton. Hi to Alfie from Blackpool. Got Blackpool Tower, look, where? That tram shed is huge, it is. They need a new roof as well. It's a full moon on Friday. I'm out now to town and all this Island and Nagel. Well, Steve goes away to Richard and Denise. Richard and Denise.
Oh, we're just going to go over.
If I knew where they were, I'd give them away. So we're live in Blackpool, and I started the live stream because I was expecting it was going to get quite windy. So, yeah, no problem at all. Yeah.
I'm going to give you a follow, brother.
See you later.
What you called?
Yeah, just on YouTube, following AT Media, another Blackpool vlogger. His hotel video, by the way, he did a video on the St Chad's Hotel. It's got over 300, I think it's 300,000 views. Crazy amount of views. If you type in St Chad's demolition, his video got more views than anybody else's. Absolutely crazy. Would you teach me how to be a mod? You seem to know your stuff. It's windy. Callum Chew says it's windy in Sheffield. Peace and love. So it's windy here in Sheffield. Is that right? Hi from Dumfries. Michael Stevenson. I've not been up to Dumfries for a long, long time. You know, I used to go through Dumfries quite a lot. We used to go there towards Stranraer and Carnryan to get on the ferry to go to Ireland. Ooh, another e-bike going past there doing about 90. Yeah, I used to go to Dumfries. I used to go through it. I used to go to a place called Castle Douglas, was it?
I'm going to get some cinder toffee,
Yeah.
but with chocolate on.
Yeah, yeah.
Would you like anything? There's
No,
no
I'm
fudge
all
there.
No. I'll save my teeth. Lee's just going to get some sweets from over that shop over there. So, popped into St Chad's in the 90s. It looked like the demolition had started then. I believe Agnes is in Scotland. The Storm doesn't seem to exist, no. No, it doesn't. E-bike bandit. Yeah, I think I coined that term, e-bike bandit, because they all look like a bunch of bandits, basically. Yeah. So how are we doing? Stephen Atkinson, Windy and Wilton. Christopher Lee, typical British. Well, I thought the tower had gone off then for a minute. The lights all went off. Back on it. Hi to Luke. Chris Johnson Adventures. Probably not getting a signal in Stranraer now. We used to get the ferry from Stranraer. You know, Catherine from Bexhill and Sea. Hi, Catherine. We used to get the ferry over from Stranraer or Carnryan, one of the two, and it would go over to Larne. Was it Larne or Belfast? And we used to hate going up there because it was such a long drive up to Scotland. We used to love going up by Liverpool because it was a longer ferry ride. I used to hate going up to Scotland up there. It was like a 6-hour drive. It was ridiculous. We used to when we were younger, we used to like going via Liverpool because Liverpool, it was a shorter trip, a shorter road trip. And the ferry ride was about what? How long is a ferry ride to Ireland from Liverpool? It must be about, is it 8 hours? Is it that long? I don't know. But it was. We used to go overnight sometimes and we'd stay in the cabin and it was really exciting. The fireworks are this weekend, yeah. Hi from Burton-on-Trent, Darren Lowe, the home of Bass, my favourite drink. When are they going to refit? Now I'm told they're going to put some scaffolding on the tower, but I've heard that it's not going to be the same as last time. Someone told me that the scaffolding is going to be inside the tower rather than outside. It's only what I heard, so I might be wrong. We'll have to wait and see. I recall Blackpool was Miss World in the late 70s when I opened at Pleasure. Yeah, they used to have the Miss World competitions or the Miss UK. They used to hold them, and they held them at the open air baths. I know that. They had judges like Sid James. I think they had other comedians and that doing the judging on the Miss World competitions. Yeah, you can see the old photographs of it. Now the open air baths at South Shore are no longer there because it's now their sandcastle. Yeah, so times have changed quite a bit now, yeah. Yeah. We got Moonage in the house. Hi to Moonage. Moonage is here. Hey, Moonage. Yeah, Lee's just gone over there to get himself something, sticky toffee or something. I'll tell you what, these they're quite smooth, these trams. You know, you don't hear them coming. R.I.P. Sid James. Do you remember the towers? It would be in the late. I wasn't even born in the late 60s. Well, I was just about. So hi to Moonage Daydream. I heard that song earlier, Moonage Daydream. I didn't even know it was a song, but I heard. Shout out to Duffy from Scotland. Is it Duffy? Fiona Duffy, hi. Hi from Blackpool, check it out. Whee. Blackpool Tower. Hi from Clitheroe, Kevin Knight. So my hat's not blown off yet. We're still waiting for this storm. Louise Hawkins, I remember the open air baths. I think I do as well, just about. I remember the South Promenade one. They used to have sunken gardens, rock gardens, all that sort of stuff. It's all pretty much concrete now. You know when you've been Tango? Bishop Auckland, Berry. I'm just reading now. Wombat features. Hi, Susie B in Leicester. Raining in Larkhall, Scotland. Thanks, Wayne. You know, it's actually quite a nice night in Blackpool tonight. It's okay. It's fine. There's no storm. There's no. It's a biographical film about Bowie. The Star Wars Cafe in Cleveland. R.I.P. Jimmy Clitheroe. Well, I tell you what, the tower does look pretty good, doesn't it? You know, all lit up like that. That's one thing. If it's one thing, I think the tower does look pretty good with the LEDs. But the illuminations themselves, they don't seem to have that same kind of magic. I do, Chris Johnson, yeah, I do filming wherever I can. Watching from Portugal, John and Kaz. There was even a threat of some rain. Oh look, the tower's gone off. Whoa, it's disappeared. Blackpool Tower's disappeared. Look, it's gone. Blackpool Tower has disappeared, folks. Julie Steck says she loves the lights. Wind picking up in St Albans. Graham's Farm, Portugal. Windy as hell at 18:30, but it's died down now. It's hitting Glasgow now. Love your video, says Fiona Duffy. Oh, we're back on again. There we go. Hey. I thought it had blown over for a minute then. So, we're coming up to a 2-hour mark now, you know. 50p in the meter, yep. We're coming up to 2 hours here in Blackpool on the live stream. I started the live stream. I didn't schedule it. I just started it at around about 6:30. We're coming up to 8:30. I've got a video to go out a bit later on, probably at 9 o'clock. It's a little drive around town today in the rain. And you can look out for that later, because it's just because I'm trying to do a video every day, not including live streams. Now I've been doing that now for well over 2 months, a video every day, not including live streams, or I don't even include the videos where I pick up the gifts at Chris's place either. They don't count. So I've been doing a video every single day since July the 20th. And I'm still going, hopefully. I've got a good video coming out later this week. It's about missing streets in Blackpool. I think you'll like it. Missing streets in Blackpool. Yes, I've got a video coming out later this week. I think it's a good video, actually. So we'll have to watch out for that. Oh, let's see if we can move you around. Let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at the tower again, shall we? A little bit of flare from the light there. Sorry about that. Sorry about the flare. Can we get rid of that flare? Well, we've been going over 2 hours now. Yeah. Oh, a couple down here eating chips. See that? The chips aren't getting blown away. He's gone missing. Wish I was in Coral Island right now, says Shelburne. I don't know how you say that name. Shelburne Kelly, is it? Right, yeah. First time I've ever come, I love Blackpool. Shower at 1000, hi. Wish I was in Coral Island right now. I already read that. No storm, guess Stormy Daniels would make more of an impression. So we're looking at the Starfly, yeah. The e-bikes delivering candy. Find out if Tiffany's is reopening. Well, we've been going over 2 hours and I've got a warning on my phone telling me that the battery's just getting a bit low now. I think we've done really well, folks. I'm going to end it here now. Thanks to everyone for joining in. Thanks to everyone who's taken part in the chat. Thanks to, oh my goodness, Jan O'Byrne. Thanks very much to Jan O'Byrne. Look at that, amazing super chat. Right, just as I was wrapping up the video, I get an amazing super chat from Jan. That is absolutely incredible, amazing. Thanks very much to Jan. That is absolutely amazing. There you go, Blackpool Tower. There you go. Thanks very much to everyone who's done a super chat. We've just got an amazing one right at the end there. Yeah, that's incredible. And we had over 1,300 people watching the live stream. Now, I did mention about the calendars. There's no link in the description at the moment, but if you're watching this on replay, there probably will be, I hope. I'll put the link to the calendars in the description. Thanks to everyone who's joined in the chat. Thanks to all the mods. Thanks to those who've also joined the members section as well. That's good. That's great. So we've got a few more members. We've been going now for, well, 2 hours and 3 minutes, I reckon. That's a lot longer than I was expecting to do. I thought I'm going to nip out for an hour and do a quick live stream for an hour, and here I am 2 hours later and I'm still going. Yeah. And my voice, I've still got my voice. I seem to lose my voice as well when I'm doing these live streams because I'm always talking all the time. And it's quite hard on my voice. I croak a little bit. Hi from New Zealand, Smiler. Simon Finnegan, any events planned on Cuxton Street? I'm always on Cuxton Street, aren't I? I always seem to start a video off on Cuxton Street. Internet killed the live TV star. Wind peaks out around 11. F111, right? Claire D, right? Oh my goodness! Did you see that there? Oh my god! A bike, an e-bike just flew past us then, doing about 60. My goodness! That was insane! I tell you what, an e-bike bandit, yeah, that's what they were. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there now. Thanks for everyone for joining in. Thanks for all the mods again. Thanks for all the people that have joined membership. Thanks for all the super chats. I'm going to leave you now with a look at Blackpool Tower. I'm going to turn it round. We'll leave you with Blackpool Tower. I'll just read out any last comments from anybody. There you go, folks. Blackpool Tower for you. Julie C says, going on holiday to Turkey. You're going to Turkey? Oh wow, Julie's going to Turkey. I wish I was going. Philip Murphy, thanks, bye. Lee Robert. Audrey and Lee and Spenny Moore, bye. Goodbye from Blackpool. That's it for another live stream. And where was the storm? Well, not much of a storm, was it really? Good night, Karen Chu, John Armitage, Wayne. Bye all the mods. Christopher Lee. Life on the Ocean Waves. Bye to everyone. And especially to all those who joined from the start and they're still here with me now. Susan Bagley, is it? Paul Burrows, bye. Amanda White. Mooney's Daydream, bye. Glad to see you. Come in, late. Anthony Sanders, oh, a lot of scooters. All right, that's it now. I'm going now. The tower lights have gone off. It's finished. It's all over. See you on the next one.